What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Of course, I'm your host, Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV, back at it again with another banger, my friends. So kick back, relax, and come take a ride with me.
You are now locked into the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Here is your host, Brandon Blakeney.
Come on, Sooners! Do not let them stop you! Come on, defense! Get it, get it, get it! Go! Yeah! Let's go!
We got a big SEC matchup later on today, man, where Oklahoma, depending on the poll you look at, number 12th ranked team in the nation, traveled to South Carolina to play the defending champs in Columbia. And it is going to be some fun basketball. Elite bump I'm expecting in this contest. There are a lot of storylines that are wrapped around this game. First off, we know that Oklahoma's best player, most productive big, Reagan Beers, who's very familiar with South Carolina. We know they put her out of the tournament at Oregon State last year in the Elite Eight, so she's very familiar with South Carolina. She was injured 2 games ago, earlier last week. She came back, played minimal minutes against Mizzou, off no practice. Now we know, she's been cleared to play previously, but now she's had a couple of days to rest, a couple of days to practice, a couple of days to kind of just get back acclimated. What will her impact be? Will she be limited? Because she is just such a big part of what the Sooners do. The tension that she demands down low when she gets the basketball sets everything up for this offense, man. She's been having a productive year, and the front court of South Carolina is definitely going to have to elevate their play and continue to improve. I've been very impressed with Joyce Edwards and Sanaya Fagan, but Reagan Beers is going to be a tough test. The key is at 6'4", will Reagan Beers be 100% healthy? That is the thing. Will she be able to play max minutes? Because like I said, she didn't even play 20 minutes their last game. So it'll depend on how healthy she is. If she's healthy, though, at full strength, she's a problem. 16.5 points per game, 8.8 rebounds, 1 assist, shooting 67.6% from the field. Very efficient. And she's also averaging a block per game, defending the paint as well. Last year when they played, she had 3 blocks against South Carolina, and South Carolina had Camila Cardoso and Ashlyn Watkins available. They don't have those 2 options to defend her this year. Reagan Beers is a problem. Now, she plays 21 minutes per game, averaging, like we said, 16.5 points, but a lot of her points come in the paint. She's really good at sealing off, using her big frame to seal off defenders' established position. She's super skilled back to the basket. She's added the 3-point shot, shooting 40% from 3. She's evolved her game since South Carolina last played her. Love the way that Reagan Beers is just efficient with every touch, man. No wasted movements. She gets the ball. She's getting to the cup. She's pulling up for the midi. She can go back to the basket. She's become a better rebounder as well. She's been very physical this year. I mean, we're seeing her career high in rebounds. The assists are down, but do not let that fool you. When defenses collapse on her, she will find these shooters, and Oklahoma loves to shoot the 3 ball. Payton Verhulst is coming off her best career game. The senior out of Kansas had 38 points to carry them against Mizzou, 6 3-pointers. She averages 15.2 points per game, 5.6 rebounds, 3.9 assists, does a little bit of everything. But she is absolutely letting that thing fly if she has any space. And we see what she's capable of. 38, I mean, that's a lot of cold buckets. And you can look at the tape.
I don't even pay attention, and I was actually kind of bitching missed a couple. So
Me too. Did you know you could have got 40?
I mean, yeah, it's up there. Everyone on the bench was saying it, but again, just credit to everybody because I wouldn't have got those shots or looks without the passes. So.
Well, and I think a big thing, and we've talked about this both in TV and radio after, when you had Reagan obviously not playing the second half and play limited minutes. And then Liz gets hurt, and we have a tendency to settle a little bit for just a lot of outside looks. And so I thought she did a nice job. I mean, obviously she shot the ball really well from outside, but I thought she did a really nice job of being able to get some paint production for us, and I thought our whole team did. I think there were some. It'll be fun to see how many of those her paint points, especially, were assisted.
Like, she was getting active, triple team, lay right there, jump shot, counted, 3, another one, defense, getting to the cup. Like, she's not just a catch and shooter. She's out there getting active, off the dribble, in your face, fade away, off one leg. Like, Verhulst was out there getting active, man. They're good at moving the ball. They're good at backdoor cuts. You see she's getting to the cup, takes the contact, baby. Like, Verhulst is a bucket, yo. And coming off 38, you know she's going to be feeling like she's shooting into the ocean with a beach ball. Major key for this game will be how productive she can be. And then, like I said, back to a little bit to Reagan Beers. Like, just leadership. Motor. She's been running the floor extremely well. They do a good job in transition of getting her the basketball. South Carolina's transition defense is going to have to be locked in because the Oklahoma Sooners really love to push the basketball. They love to get a shot, and it's contrasting to South Carolina, who really prefers to set up that half-court offense. Another player that they have to watch out for is Sahara Williams, averaging 10 points, 4 rebounds, 2.5 assists. She's also shooting 38.5% from the field, or from three-point line in away games. So she shoots better on the road, which is crazy. And then their point guard that really stirs the pot for them, Nevaeh Tot, 3.8 assists per game, second on the team. Definitely going to want to pressure the basketball. And that's the thing with South Carolina, because Oklahoma averages over 19 turnovers a game. So when we talk about defense, transition defense, slowing down the break, getting back, hustling, finding your matchup and not losing these shooters or staying with them off ball and allowing backdoor cuts. Because Oklahoma does a really good job. They're very well coached. They move, they're constantly in motion. There's not a lot of ball watching, so you cannot get caught slipping or sleeping, or you will get hit with a backdoor cut or a tray ball. For South Carolina, defending Reagan Beers, definitely going to be a group effort. Sanaya Fagan has been incredible lately. Joyce, especially on the defensive side, holding her ground, anchoring the paint, blocking shots. Joyce Edwards, we know, has performed big in big games. She comes to play on both ends. She's obviously ready to continue to play great basketball for this group, man. Joyce Edwards has just been incredible. But it's going to be a unit. It's going to be Joyce. She's going to see Fagan. She might see some Adele tack out there. She might see some kits thrown at her a couple times. Probably not many times, but she might get a switch or two. But yeah, they're going to have to defend Reagan Beers, deny her the basketball, clamp down on her, force her to get the ball out of her hands and make quick decisions, and make sure to close out on these three-point shooters. Now, guards have been given South Carolina trouble in the beginning of the games, man, for the most part in the SEC. So they definitely cannot allow Oklahoma to hang around and establish confidence, because the Sooners are a very well coached team. They're disciplined. Other than the turnovers, Oklahoma got to take care of the basketball. That's another major key for them. They got to take care of their basketball. South Carolina needs to pressure that rock and continue to just cause turnovers and get transition points on the other end. Run them off the floor. So Oklahoma has a bit of depth, more so than a couple of the last teams that South Carolina's played. They got a bit more depth, so they'll go to that bench. And, the fresh legs are still going to be a strength for South Carolina. Looking at it, that second five, they're different. They're different. Your second five bringing off a starting lineup off the bench, it's tough to compete with. It's very tough to compete with, and they haven't met a team other than UCLA that has really had the depth to compete with them so far in this season, in my opinion. But Oklahoma coming in confident, man. Reagan Beers, hopefully she will be healthy so we get the best game possible. Coach Don Staley will have this group fired up. They're at home. They're going to be hungry. They're going to want to put on a show for that crowd. Coach Don Staley just got that extension, so energy is high. They feeling good about themselves. They've been winning a lot of ball games. They look like a completely different team. They've been moving the ball well. The backcourt has been really exceptional. Malaysia Fulton-Wiley, Tessa Johnson, Raven Johnson, Tahina Pow, like these guards are going to have to pressure the basketball and cause all types of turnovers for Oklahoma, man, which they can do. They can truly wreak havoc. If they can continue to turn Oklahoma over consistently, make them uncomfortable, and not allow them to establish an offensive rhythm, it could possibly get ugly. But I'm excited to see the strategy South Carolina goes with. They've proven they can let the guards rock out and carry this team, Tessa Johnson, Malaysia Wiley, and company, or they can get it down to Joyce Edwards, coming off a career high, and just let her go to work. Chloe Kitts has become more of a complete player than we've ever seen. She's, been counted on more. Her game has expanded. So I'm excited to see what she does in this contest. But will Reagan Beers get her revenge? Question. Will Joyce Edwards continue to be dominant on that block and elevate her game? Can Oklahoma take care of the basketball? Will South Carolina start strong? Will they shoot and make the three today? A lot of questions. We got to wait and see. But y'all make sure to hit that subscribe button, comment, like, share, all that good stuff. Join our memberships. We got exclusive content daily, weekly, whenever you need it. And also follow us on social media at Brandon Lee TV. That's a wrap for us. For all the latest and the greatest, I am Brandon Blakeney, a.k.a. Brandon Lee TV. Till next time, we out.